evening. We had 180 people that were technically invited tonight, and as you can tell, I wouldn't say we have 180, but we're pretty darn close. So that says a lot about not only our kids who are here tonight when they don't have to be, but also our parents who are here tonight when they don't have to be. So thank you for coming and sharing tonight, because this is a great opportunity. You know, we get so busy throughout the course of a season because it's from one practice to one game, and it's just a lot of hustle and bustle. And we try our best as parents, as coaches, and so forth to celebrate, to take the time to celebrate the individual and team accomplishments, but we really don't get the time like we do this evening, where tonight is dedicated to that purpose of actually sitting back and enjoying not only the accomplishments of our teams and our athletes, but the memories that have been made throughout the course of this fall, the stories that our girls and our boys will never forget, and that's what tonight is about. So thank you for joining us. We're going to eat first. I know it's 6 o'clock, a little after, and that's what everybody really wants to do tonight, is be here to eat. This is very random. I promise you there's a system to how I chose the tables. So I'm getting ready to make a lot of people really happy and some people not so happy. So I apologize to some of you, and thank you to the others. Our head table will go up first. As soon as they go up, the next table to eat will be this table here. Oh, that's the best you got. I can pick somebody else. All right. The table after that will be this one here. Should have picked them first. This table, then that table, then this table. You're sort of welcome. And I'm sorry, guys. You guys are going to have to go last. Sorry. All right. Thank you, guys. This table going up. Just making sure in the back, can you guys hear me okay? Billy, Courtney, you guys hear me okay back there? Jason? Good? I don't believe you. All right. Really quick, guys, as I'm sitting there eating, thinking about how great this night is and how I always look forward to hearing all the accomplishments and how great the chicken leg was and how happy I was I got a chicken leg. And suddenly remembered that we didn't do prayer. I think everybody in here but me had realized it by that point. So, you know, I've only done like 96 of these, but I forgot to do the prayer, which is probably why I should start doing a script. I've never done any sort of script or written anything down. I just fly by the seat of my pants, and that's what happens when you do that. So, but I'm not going to take that opportunity away from Aubrey. I think she was a little relieved, but I'm going to call her up anyway. Aubrey Schwint's going to go ahead and do our prayer this evening.
Good evening. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together as teammates, friends, and family. Thank you for the strength, passion, and perseverance you've given us throughout the season. As we gather, we give thanks for the food before us, for the hands that prepared it, and for the community that surrounds us. May this meal nourish our bodies, may our gratitude strengthen our spirits, and may our fellowship remind us that true victories lies not just in winning, but in how we play, how we serve, and how we lift one another. Bless this food, O Lord, and bless each person here tonight. In your holy name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Great job, Aubrey, and my apologies. All right, I'm going to introduce our coaches. Before I do that, I'm going to, throughout the course of the night, I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'm going to sprinkle in some thank yous here and there, and I do want to do a couple before I introduce the coaches. This evening, we had 4 of our cooks come in. Our chicken and cookies came from Country Mart. They did a fantastic job as usual, but our cooks did the mashed potatoes, salad, rolls, and so forth, and then they served us this food this evening. Jordan Mueller, Debbie Fleeg, Sandy Skaggs, remember who all they are here, and Dawn Nicholson. So I thank those ladies. How about a nice round of applause for them? Always a great job. Then our booster officers. We have several booster officers who throughout the course of the year volunteer quite a bit of time, and I stress the word volunteer because they don't get paid anything. The only thing they get is a free booster membership. And that's not even close to the amount of time and effort that they put into helping me do the banquets, to run the golf tournament, to set up concessions, our meetings, the emails. I mean, it's just all year long, on, and they are a fantastic group of people who care about our kids, and they do it all out of the goodness of their hearts. And those booster officers are Andrea Fritsch, Amanda Bly, Rob Coleman, make sure I don't forget any of them too, Mackenzie Beckham, and I am forgetting one. Who am I forgetting, Mackenzie? Steph Evelsizer, thank you very much. So those booster officers, how about a nice round of applause for them? They're a great group to work with. They never complain about anything, and they have great ideas, and they, like I said, they really care about our kids, and that's the whole purpose. So, all right, introduction of coaches, and then we're going to get started with girls golf after that. So, just starting to my left, if you guys could hold your applause until I've introduced all of them. We've got our head cross-country coach, Sierra Boyd. To her right, we have our head girls golf coach, Rachel McDaniel. Over to my right and your left, we have our head volleyball coach, Carla Bosler. To her right are her assistants, Kristen Barnes, to her immediate right, and next to her is her sister, Megan Williams. And then our volunteer coach, he's a young gentleman here. He's new to volleyball, and that's Dennis Drum. So nice round of applause for him. I know our parents and our kids appreciate our coaches, and I know I, as an athletic director, get so busy that sometimes I don't remember to take time to thank them for what they do, because just like all of us, they have husbands and wives, and they have kids, and every practice, every game, every moment that they're watching film or writing speeches for banquets and all the things that go into being a coach, that's time away from their family, and they're doing it for your kids, so and you athletes. So they sacrifice a lot, and a lot of times they don't get the thanks, not because we're not thankful, but we just don't simply take that time. So thank you to all the coaches up here this evening. All right, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our first program of the evening, and Coach McDaniel with girls golf.
Good evening. Good evening? That's better. Okay. Hi. I have a lot of thank yous because it takes a village. First, the district for the opportunity to represent. Other schools in the area are starting to pick up girls golf, but it felt like 11 years ago we were one of the first, and we're still one of the very few in AAA schools that does have girls golf. In addition, with our new athletic facility, there's going to be a golf simulation room, and we would be one of maybe 2 or 3 schools in the entire MAAA that would have such a practice facility on campus for both of our golf programs. So a big thank you to the district. Dr. Nix in the athletic department. Our schedule, because we don't own our facility, changes quite a bit due to golf course availability, just different things throughout the year that just change our schedule quite a bit. Dr. Nix rolls with the punches. I don't know if you know, but he's the best athletic director. I tell him all the time. He knows. When I talk to other coaches and I talk to them about the support I get from Dr. Nix, the facilities we have, the resources we have, they're just amazed at how much energy and support he gives to girls golf. So he's the best. In case you didn't know, now you know. SGHS faculty and staff, it's no secret, my kids miss the most school. Between 14 to 16 half to full days a year at the very beginning of school, and if you're doing school math, that's like 3 weeks. My girls are dedicated to turning in their homework, unlike my boys golfers from years past, and that's a testament to them, but it's also a testament to their teachers who are working hard to rearrange tests and labs so they can be gone to represent, so I appreciate that. Chad Shilley and the golf course. We've been to other golf courses, we've been to other places. We get treated really well at our golf course. I say I want to do a junior golf camp, and Chad jumps all in. I say I want to host a home tournament, and now we're running on our 5th or 6th season? 5th Dragon Invitational, and the tournament keeps growing. He always wants to host districts, and this year he was sad to tell us no. We're just very lucky to have such a supportive golf course and staff, and so I appreciate them. Our SGHS sports boosters. They've always done great things for our sports programs, including banquets, but having now worked with those that Dr. Nix mentioned in the golf fundraising tournament, I'm amazed at what they do behind the scenes to really support our athletes. And I've done a poor job of thanking him in the past, so I'm gonna double down on that. You guys are amazing. I see the work you put in. I know you're busy yourself, so I really, really appreciate it. The Community Center, Brian Geck, it's where our netting systems that the sports boosters bought us are located. And it's just a quick text to Brian, and he'll get us in and schedule us, and it's not been a problem. They're great to work with. Mike Boyd in the Herald, KTJJ, Sun-Times, and the Daily Journal. We got a lot of great coverage this year. There were a lot of pictures. They're looking at me here. We got a lot of good pictures this year and a lot of good coverage, and I'm so glad we have a local newspaper that will go out and cover us like that, so I appreciate it. Tom Kine, my volunteer assistant coach. They're already laughing. Tom Kine is my dad. Last year, I don't know that he knew what to do with girls golf. He wanted to help me because he's a dad and he's a girl dad, and he jumped all in when I said I would like a volunteer assistant coach. And then I said, you just got to own our weird. And if you know, you know. And it took him a while to find his place, but he's girl dadded forever now. And I finally got to watch him girl dad you all this season. Some moments a little cringier than others. Don't worry, he's got some words in here that you'll get it. But I also am not, I'd be remiss if I didn't realize that I'm a 30-something, I'm not giving you my full age, I'm a 30-something-year-old that gets to spend a lot of time with my dad, who is now a full-time grandparent. And I am truly thankful for that kind of relationship that he and I have now got to build just through the game of golf. Coach Mueller, also a volunteer assistant coach. I can't look at you guys. Coach Mueller coaches the boys golf team. He and I have been coaching together for quite a while now. I can always count on him for another varsity head golf coach approach. I can also count on him to tell the world's worst dad jokes and mansplain them. I can also I count on him to say something silly to get the girls thinking about anything but golf. And he always comes in with some brilliant nugget or some idea that if we just take a little bit of time, there is something brilliant there. So I appreciate Mueller. My husband and my family, as Dr. Nix alluded, like a lot of us, I'm looking around, I know we have families at home. My husband makes it very easy to step away. And to all my moms out there, he's the kind of the kind of dad that I can leave for 3 days for the state golf tournament and I don't have to do anything. I don't have to leave a list. I don't have to tell them what the girls eat, when to eat, what they wear, what size they wear, who needs to be paid for what. He's got it handled. I don't have to do anything extra. So on top of that, he's also a varsity head coach, and I bounce a lot of ideas off of him, and I do recognize that boys baseball and girls golf are two wildly different sports, but coaching young people has a lot of similarities, so he's been a good sounding board for me. And then to my golf parents, I'm trying to find you, I think you're all in one group. You guys started calling us a golf family, and you're so right. We're not just parents, we've got grandparents, we've got aunts and uncles that are coming out, and you guys are the best parents. And that's not taken away from our cross-country or volleyball parents. We live in St. Genevieve. Our parents are very supportive of all our athletic teams, but my parents are the best. I say, hey, I would like you guys to donate some like drinks and Gatorade and stuff, and they donated up for 3 seasons. I say, hey, so we can work some concessions to boost our, our fundraising account, and then they do, and they're like, hey, if someone can't show up, let me know, I'll fill in. I say, hey, can you guys host a senior night? And then they do, and it's like, wow, you guys went all out. And then I say, hey, I want to have a float in the parade, and Greg and Aaron Ladd are like, hey, we got the truck trailer, and then they bring balloons. We pack the cart paths at away and home matches and outnumber home spectators. And then I don't have to worry about you guys not following the rules. It's amazing. So much so that we were at a tournament with a new coach, God love her. And she said, one of your parents is off the cart path. And I didn't even have to ask. I said, no, not one of mine. And she goes, no, it's your parent. And I was like, honey, I'm telling you right now. They're the ones putting your parents on the cart path. So I get out there and sure enough, it's another team's parent. On top of that, they've always bought in. They've always supported us as coaches. They've always supported their girls and every other girl on this team. I hope that every coach gets to have a great support system in their parents like I have with some of you for the last 4 years. And that is not lost on me. Thank you for trusting me with your girls. Thank you for sharing your girls with me. And I'm sorry, they're mine too. And some of you, I'm going to miss the heck out of you. So I hope you've cleared your schedule for next fall so you can show up some. And then to my players. I've practiced this speech enough, so I'm trying not to cry. I take a lot of time, I'm already shaking. I take a lot of time away from my family to be with my other girls. And it speaks volumes that my 6-year-old wants to be like you. And that she wanted to be here tonight for you. Sorry. You have been my home away from home since August. And I can't even look at you. You've been my home away from home since August. I lead practices and matches, hoping and praying that every coach gets to coach a phenomenal group of young people like you. So thank you. She even brought some of the flags. Like, she goes, I don't have enough for everybody, but here's a couple. So I guess we'll get into our season now. I don't even know where to start. I got up here and told you that last season was the dream, and it was, and yet this season was another dream. Let's just start with facts. Season records are season records. At the varsity level, we went 14-10 in 9-hole matches, and 44-21 in 18-hole tournaments. And on its face, it seems like an average season statistically. And as any of these coaches here tonight can tell you, the records just don't tell the stories. It's our first place finish at the St. Pius Invitational, an improvement over our second place finish last season. It's 2 sixth place finishes at the Dragon Invitational and Farmington Match Play Tournament, who had 16 teams respectively. It's the 4th place finish at the Bulldog Invitational at St. Clair, besting half the field. It's winning 4 out of 7 varsity 9-hole matches. Oh yeah, and I could never forget, it's placing 2nd at the Class 2 District 1 golf tournament to clinch the first team advancement to state in school history. We set goals every season. Thank you, I heard that. We set goals every season, both as a team and individually. And if you know these ladies, you know they are competitive and you know that they are goal-oriented. We wanted to shoot 182 or 34 over par in a 9-hole match and shoot 377, 88 over par in an 18-hole tournament. Qualify a team to state and earn a team GPA of 3.5 in order to receive a Misha Academic Team Award. We came up slightly short of our 9-hole goal, shooting 183, 39 to par, in our final home match of the season. We chased the 18-hole goal all season, but can never pull out this goal due to untraditional formats of golf tournaments. If you know golf, then you know we played every format under the sun this season instead of stroke play. That really made it hard to reach that goal. Like I already spoiled, we absolutely qualified a team to state, check. And we won't know about the Misha Award until the spring, but given the fact that all 8 varsity lettermen earned academic all-state honors from the Missouri High School Golf Coaches Association, I don't think that'll be a problem. This is typically where I like to call out my athletes and poke fun at the silly things they say and do. And don't worry, I'm still going to do that. But only focusing on those things would be a disservice to this team. These girls showed up to practice day in and day out and gave me everything they had. They saw rapid improvement because they dedicated themselves to drills and bought into our strategy for untraditional course management. I left every practice rejuvenated with immense joy and pride in the things we accomplished, the potential I saw in the laughs we shared. We stressed being the golfer every other team wanted to play with, and these girls were. These girls cheered each other on in their personal lives, in their academics, and on the golf course. I wish I could have recorded or bottled up their reaction when they realized they had clinched 2nd place at the district tournament and were not only claiming a plaque, but a trip to the state tournament. People were trying to talk to me left and right, and I'm going to be honest, I don't remember a word. All I remember is soaking in the joy and the happy tears on their faces and briefly FaceTiming Dr. Nix and screaming on a golf course, which if you know me, we just don't do that. Further, after 2 days of brutal conditions at the state golf tournament, they were the only team whose members finished their rounds, verified their scores, and then went back on the golf course to cheer on the other members of their teams both days. To give you an idea, it was 18 holes both days, windy, cold weather, 20 mile per hour, 25 to 30 gusts both days. They would walk 18 and then go back out and watch their teammates finish. And out of all the teams, they were the only ones that did that. It was clear they were ecstatic to be at the state golf tournament. They were having a blast and were having way more fun than anyone else. And they loved being there for each other. Seriousness aside, this team always gave major muffin vibes. Not cupcake vibes or busted biscuits? Whatever that girl said. Named their district runner-up plaque, Putt 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 Jr. He's here tonight because they take him everywhere. And then they talked in country accents for the entire weekend at the state golf tournament. And ladies, nobody was convinced. This team endured the 70s rock playlist Coach Kine played in the van. I would like to apologize on behalf of myself and Suss wife for that. They affectionately created nicknames for each other, and maybe that one really tan golf coach. If you know, you know. And sang Pitch Perfect and Hamilton the Musical at the top of their lungs. We learned together too, okay? We learned about sloping greens. Sloping, right? It's not sloping, it's sloping. From Coach Kine. That if trees are 90% air, as Coach Mueller tells you they are, Bree Pfaff can always find the 10% that isn't. That if you name your golf ball Moana, she will go towards the water. Some Spanish song titles are just best left not translated into English. And that proper storytelling and good English avoids some very awkward misunderstandings about weddings and babies. I'm not even going to try to explain Allison. Coach Kine is regretfully absent again this year. He's a part-time golf coach, but a full-time grandparent, so along with Suss wife, they're watching some grandkids tonight. But he wanted me to tell you how much he enjoyed working with each and every one of you and watching you steadily make progress all year long. He's also sorry that you don't understand good music. Claims that he was not embarrassed by your antics. Well, not all the time, because he said, "I'm your dad." Thanks, Dad. And hopes the greens may ever be sloping in your favor. I'm so sorry. Now I want to spend some time talking about each of these athletes. So Claire, you want me to call you up first, right? No? Okay, she was worried. Freshman, Briley Pollock. I'm going to talk so slow, so Briley's just up here hanging out. And Putt Jr. This is Putt Jr., everybody. If Briley only knew the potential she holds. Coach Kine worked a lot with Briley this season and saw several good things in Briley's golf swing on the range and on the course. Briley improved her 9-hole score by 15 strokes from her first 9-hole qualifier to her last 9-hole competitive match. I'm looking forward to watching Briley's confidence in her potential and ability grow, as well as her golf game. Liz Solser. Pickles! Okay, I'll admit, my nicknaming process is absolutely terrible. Some nicknames are just, they're awful. And all that said, I came up with several solid nicknames for Liz. Lizard, Wizard, Glizzy. I mean, it went on and on. And then I would tell Liz and she'd go, no. And then I would come up with another good one and she'd just look at me and she'd go, no. I was like, I've never had this much no from a nickname. And so I tried naming everything, and finally I called her Pickles, and I couldn't remember why we called her Pickles, but she's like, that one's actually pretty good. So Pickles it is, but it stuck. Liz saw tremendous growth. She started with us at golf camp, attended golf lessons over the summer, and from the beginning of the season to the end, she made tremendous growth that was intangible to the scorecard, but is promising indication of what future seasons will hold for Liz. Abby Vogt. Abby, like her fellow freshies, because these three bonded incredibly over the season, also made impressive gains from her first qualifier to her last JV match, improving 6 shots. Abby attended golf camp this summer, and our coaching staff flagged her instantly as someone who had great potential. Coach Kine and I are excited to continue to work with Abby to develop that potential into tangible results on the golf course next season. Sophomores, Clara Carlson. Holy natural golf swing Batman. Clara's natural ability in the game of golf is something to see. Add that to her strong work ethic, mental fortitude, coachability, and downright grit, and my goodness, it's fun to watch. Clara found herself in every 18-hole tournament and all but one 9-hole varsity match, often as a contributor to many victories. Quietly consistent, or so I thought quiet, I can always count on Clara to fight for every stroke and every shot. Claire's personality and sense of humor is also something I got to see towards the end of the season. Some notable quotes. 7 did what tonight? And my personal favorite, good shot, my boy. I practiced, can you tell? Which came literally out of nowhere. And also, Clara told me to hang on to this, so I've got it for her. Do you remember? Okay, me cleaning out my bag before state, I come across this bag that I know is from the St. Pius Invitational, and in order to get 12 lunches out to 12 different golfers, I hastily wrote names and drew a picture, and I get out to Clara, and she dumps all the food out of it and said, "Oh, this is so cute, I want to look at it later. Can you keep it for me?" Something to remember me by. Veronica Hill. Veronica didn't have the season Coach Kime and I and Veronica had hoped for based on the potential we saw all last season. Like Clara, Veronica's swing is so natural and so smooth. We just never found the magic sauce this season to make her swing translate into lower scores on the golf course. But I know Veronica will continue to work in the off-season to make the changes necessary to come out and be a contributor for the next season. Rylan Inman. Whether she recognizes it or not, Rylan made serious gains between last season and this season. She bested her best score last season by 15 strokes. Rylan had lofty personal goals for this season, and I believe her goals for this season are realistic goals for next season based on the amount of improvement Rylan made from one season to the next. Rylan's contribution to the team is not just from a score standpoint. Rylan's infectious kindness and silliness keep practices and matches relaxed and make everyone, competitors and teammates alike, feel comfortable. Additionally, if you need a DQ Blizzard recommendation, she's the one to ask, and it's the Royal Blizzard, and I can't remember, is it the cheesecake one?
Royal New York Cheesecake Blizzard.
Royal New York Cheesecake Blizzard. So if you're looking to be a little bougie with your Blizzard, that's the choice. Cece Kohler. I got up last year and joked, but was totally serious, about Cece's ability to read your McDonald's order like a psychic reading tarot. Now that I know her go-to order at McDonald's, I'm going to give you my reading on Cece. Much like her basket of fries and vanilla ice cream order, no ketchup, no sauce, no frittles. Cece's progress is consistent and not flashy. She quietly celebrated shooting her PR 60 on 9 holes, just 2 strokes off her personal goal for the season. Without fanfare, but a big old Cece smile. Look at her face right now, that's the one. Cece's best competitive score last year was 78. This year it was 60. Cece's relaxed demeanor and fun-loving spirit led to quiet improvements but enjoyable rounds of golf for all involved. I look forward to Cece making more steady improvement next season and bringing back her contagious joy. Just maybe no more stories about your cat, okay? Gracie Ladd. Dig, but more like a wish. I always still think of Gracie as a freshman, not because she is tiny, she's fierce, and not because she is quiet, she isn't, but more so hoping to extend the time I have with Gracie. Gracie had another banner year, and I'm not going to diminish that by saying for an underclassman. Gracie's score counted in every single varsity match and tournament this season. She was the individual tournament champion at the St. Pius Invitational and placed 8th at the Bulldog Invitational in St. Clair. Additionally, she went on to win a home match on her way to an 8th place finish at districts to lead the team and earn all district honors. For someone who likes 6'7", so much, she sure likes the number 8. I mean, gosh, we did get 8th at state too. I mean, 2nd, 4th, right? 4th, 2nd. I mean, gosh. Speaking of the state golf tournament, Gracie finished in 45th place out of 90 golfers. I'm really looking forward to another freshman season with Gracie next year. I don't get the chewy thing. I have to quit assuming the wieners are quiet because they're not, in the best way possible. Camden is a series of intelligent one-liners that are quick-witted and downright hysterical. The humor side, the only quiet thing Camden did this season was make her way from the JV side of things to the varsity side of things towards the end of the season. I was excited to watch Camden's potential explode. Camden's best score for 9 holes last season was 62, and this season it was 57. For 18 holes, the improvement was drastic, from shooting 148 last year in the Dragon Invitational to shooting 110 this year. I'm excited to see what Camden will bring to the table her junior season, both on the golf course and with her quick wit. Adeline Vins. friends finally convinced her to come out for golf, and boy, am I glad she did. Athletic and coachable, Adeline made serious improvements in a short amount of time, even finding herself up on the varsity roster in her rookie season. I believe with continued work in the off-season, Adeline's contributions to the team could be instrumental to our success next fall. Junior, do I have Keely? Keely Palmer? Keely Palmer in the house? Okay. I'm going to move to my seniors. Kennedy Fisher. What a natural golfer. Kennedy has the right demeanor for the golf course and the natural talent and ability to back it up. A longtime volleyball player, Kennedy made the tough decision to come out for golf her senior year, and it impacted our team in more ways than one. Some highlights include shooting 113 at the Dragon Invitational and shooting 54 in our dual match against Lutheran South. While I had hoped to have her for 4 years, and if I could hit the rewind button, I could, it is my sincere hope that Kennedy will continue to play golf past high school because her natural ability and talent are tremendous, and I'm sure there are quite a few scramble teams out there that could benefit from Kennedy. Lily Kohler. A 4-year member of the program, Lily has made tremendous growth in her golf game. As a freshman, she was solidly shooting in the 60s. By her senior year, she was solidly shooting in the low 50s for 9 holes. Throughout her career, she has slowly found her way onto the varsity roster, contributing to many varsity wins. As a JV golfer, it was also not uncommon for her to walk away from matches as the match medalist. During her 4 years, I've also been impressed with her personal growth. I've watched a bright young lady come into her own and develop confidence in addition to a clear plan of what she wants. On the golf course, Lily displays composure that is unmatched. I know Coach Keim is particularly proud of the way Lily has taken coaching over the past 2 seasons and has enjoyed watching her golf skills grow. I'm immensely proud of her as well. And while I'm sad to see her tenure in our program end, among her many impacts on the program, it is Lily who created But Hut, which will absolutely continue to live on. I'm excited to see what the future holds for Lily because I know it will be bright. Allison Louderbeck. Baby back, which doesn't seem fitting since I named you that when you were just a baby freshman. Oh, Allison, another 4-year member of the team. Allison is the case in point for goal setting as a motivator. After her freshman year, she wanted to make it onto the district roster so bad. So sophomore year, she did that. After her sophomore year, she decided she wanted to make it to state as a junior and narrowly missed the state tournament by 4 strokes. As a senior, the goal remained, and Allison's consistent golf not only got her a trip to state, but her team as well. Allison played absolutely amazing golf in the postseason this year, and she should be super proud of that accomplishment. As a freshman, Allison shot 130 at the Dragon Invitational. This year, she shot 107. She set a personal goal to break 50 this season and shot 45 in her final match of the season to accomplish that goal. Allison's love and passion for the game of golf, as well as her family and friends, is evident through her words and actions. I will miss our early morning band chats because if you know I'm a morning person, I'm going to chat your ear off in the morning, but everybody else wants to sleep. Allison took one for the team, and she matched me word for word, and the other girls can probably contest to that. I look forward to hearing about your success in all your future endeavors. Eleanor McClendon. For 4 years, Eleanor has been a solid contributor to the varsity success of the program. I've watched a quietly tenacious freshman grow into a dominant force to be reckoned with as a senior. Eleanor and I both had high hopes and high expectations for her senior season because, gosh darn it, she did exactly what she needed to do to set herself up for success. She took the golf lessons, she practiced and played all summer and took the time to work on all aspects of the game. In her first match of the season, she flew out of the gates, carding a 2 over par 38 at Crown Point. If you know about that golf course, you know. I was excited and thrilled because Eleanor earned that score. She deserved that success. And from there, things just took a tumble. I watched Eleanor battle back from a series of swing nuances with the grace of a seasoned athlete. She would hold her composure on the golf course through good shots and bad, and then take her frustration to swing lessons and to reading golf books. I watched her claw her way back, shot by shot, round by round, back to the golfer she and I both knew she had been this entire time. Eleanor's postseason score at the district tournament would have gotten her a return trip to state, her 3rd by the way, on her own, but it helped take the team to state, where she led the team with a tie 35th finish, 10 positions higher than she finished last year. It was a journey I wouldn't wish on any player, but I know despite the results, she is better for it. Like her other senior teammates, I will sorely miss Eleanor, but I am grateful for the impact she made on the team. Bree Fogg. That's cakes and shakes for you. Like Kennedy, Bree joined us after 3 seasons with the volleyball team due to injury. Not only is Bree a natural-born athlete, she's a natural-born golfer. Very coachable, Bree made improvements fast. Having played over the summer with past and current girl golfers, Bree came into the season with realistic expectations for herself and her game, as well as a commitment to get better and contribute to the team. And she did just that. Bree's personal goals, when I started looking through them, she wanted to shoot between 55 and 50 on 9 holes, shoot between 105 and 115 on 18 holes, make 3 long putts, and not lose a ball during a round. Bree shot 55 in her first varsity match of the season, contributing to our one-stroke victory over Sykeston at home. She followed it up with shooting 110 at the Dragon Invitational and 113 at the Bulldog Invitational. I'm fairly confident she made 3 long putts, and I think she did go around without losing a golf ball. Is that true? Yes. Despite how many trees she hit. Bree was instrumental in helping qualify the team to state with a solid 119 without a stroke limit, carding no double-digit hole scores. Selfishly, I wonder what it could have been like to have Bree for 4 years, but I'm grateful to have had her for her senior season. I'm hopeful she will continue to play golf, maybe even competitively. And last but not least, Lily Wiener. I don't know when we get to do that again.
They will.
Okay. Lily and I are kindred spirits. We get each other. We have the same quirks, the same sense of humor, the same need to protect the game of golf through the rules. And I'm sorry, Lindley, we're just downright awkward. Lindley is another 4-year member of the golf team that has seen tremendous growth from freshman year to now. Her understanding of the game, and particularly her short game, have improved dramatically between freshman year and now. What myself and the coaches have could always rely on Lindley for, besides being a tenacious stroke counter for her opponents, was her consistency. We knew if Lindley was on the roster, her score wouldn't differentiate more than 10 strokes. It's what led to many varsity starts and district roster starts over the years. We knew we could count on Lindley to be level-headed, consistent, and a fighter for every stroke on the golf course. I will miss her sense of humor and saying something I think is funny, knowing that if no one else laughs, Lindley will. I'll definitely be watching Lindley take on the world and hoping that if she does build a house next to her mom's, like she said she would, that I get invited over. Ladies and gentlemen, your SGHS girls golf team. So now I do have some awards. First is the Spirit of the Game Award. Ben Hogan once said, "Your name is the most important thing you own. Don't ever do anything to disgrace or cheapen it." This award goes to an individual who embodies the quote in the spirit of the game of golf. This person has great integrity, great work ethic, great manners and etiquette, as well as a deep love and passion for the game of golf. The golfer knows the rules of golf in and out and is not afraid to enforce them. In all honesty, I could award our entire team this award because they are really good at knowing the rules of golf, and I'm really proud of them for that. This year's award is going to 2 recipients for 2 very different reasons. The first recipient of this award is earning this award based on integrity. Although this player has always been a staunch defender of the integrity of the game, always counting all the strokes of each of her opponents, she holds herself accountable to the same standards. In golf, there are no officials, umpires, refs. Players have to call penalties on their opponents and themselves, according to the rules of golf. This player was on the roster for the Farmington Match Play Tournament, a different format than we play all season. Her match was closely fought and came down to the last hole, a testament to her golf and her grit to try to win a point for the team that day. As she and her opponent finished her last hole, her opponent said, "We tied," and they would have the match, which would have meant a half point for our team score. This player immediately knew that she had scored 1 stroke higher than her opponent and corrected her, causing our player to lose the match. That half point would have been enough to change our team position, and the opponent wouldn't have known, but our player would have. She didn't even want to tell me what happened, but was urged to by her dad, who had witnessed the whole thing, and just like I am, was so immensely proud of her integrity. I don't even know if most of her teammates know about the story because, again, it's not in her style to brag about something a golfer should just do. The first recipient of Spirit of the Game Award is Camden Wiener. The second recipient of this award is no stranger to this award. It will be her second time receiving this honor, but it is so well deserved. This player protects the game through extensive knowledge of the rules, as well as an immense respect for the game. This player is a true student of the game, learning the ins and outs of different shots and course management from both her coaches and swing coach. This player did not have the season we'd all planned on, but carried herself with dignity and pride, and vowed to return to the golf she and I both knew she could play. Her swing coach suggested one of my favorite books, Golf is a Game of Confidence by Bob Rotella, and she read the book this season to find the nuggets she needed. After a district round that had some highs and lows, which showed grit and determination of a seasoned golfer well beyond her years, Her scorekeeper pulled me aside to tell me that out of all the golfers he's ever scored for in the postseason, he was most impressed with her ability to bounce back from bad shots and remain even-keeled despite frustrations, something he had not witnessed a high school golfer do. He complimented her manners, her composure, and her attitude before making a point to tell me that above all, she is a very talented golfer. It's this grit and determination that motivated her to lead our team at the state golf tournament and make the most trips to state as an individual in program history. The second recipient of the Spirit of the Game Award is Eleanor McClin. Eleanor, I give it for you as well. This is a busted golf ball, and you're looking at it and you're like, what is this? And why did you put it in a case? My husband has tried to throw this golf ball away for 3 years now. We were picking the range after practice, and Eleanor said, something to remember me by, and handed it to me, and I threw it in my coaching bag. And a quick clean out of my coaching bag, I threw it in my change collection on my car, and every time my husband cleaned out my car, he's like, we should throw away that ball. I'm like, no, I'm gonna need that. He's like, why? I was like, I don't know yet. And then it dawned on me, and this may be a poor analogy. Everybody can see this is a golf ball. It can still fly, it can still hit, it's still a golf ball. Yes, it's busted, but it's still a golf ball. You had a busted season, but you are still a very talented golfer. This is for you. My last award for the evening is the Most Improved Player Award. In all sincerity, I can award this to any member of our team. You've heard it. Everyone improved in some capacity this season. Coach Kime and I poured through stats, scores, player observations, and when we shook everything out, a name emerged. In addition to stroke improvements in both her 9-hole scores and 18-hole scores from the beginning of the season to the end, this player made a lot of gains in finer points of her game, like bunker play, chipping, and putting. Last season, she shot 138 at the Dragon Invitational, and this year, she shot 109. This golfer played no varsity matches last season and played up on varsity in all 9-hole matches, except for one, and found herself soundly on the district roster. This golfer will not quit on me. She will always fight for every stroke for her team, which means I'm confident she will practice in the off-season to continue her contributions to the team. For the second year in a row, the Most Improved Golfer Award goes to Clara Carlson. I do have one more, that's allowed. I wrote last twice. The last varsity award for golf this evening is the Most Valuable Golfer Award. Like past recipients of this award, this player's score counted in every single varsity match and tournament this season. Her regular season 9-hole scoring average was a 44.5, and her total 18-hole scoring average was 94.8. Highlights for her individual season include winning the St. Pius Invitational, finishing 8th at the Bulldog Invitational, winning a tough quad match against Sykeston, Farmington, and Valley, and finishing 8th at the District Golf Tournament, earning all district honors and leading the team to its historical second place finish. Her PR for 9 holes came in the last match of the season where she shot a 40, coming up just 3 strokes shy of her personal goal of shooting 37 in a 9-hole match. This year's recipient of the Most Valuable Golfer Award goes to freshman, sophomore, Gracie Ladd. And ladies, before you sit down and mark the official end of our season, thank you for another remarkable season who left your imprint on the program in more ways than one, and it only seems fitting that we end with one final chip chip hit. Putt, 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 putt. Come.
Definitely a great season, but a history-making season for our girls golf team. And Coach McDaniel mentioned FaceTiming after the district tournament. I was sitting at my desk and I got a phone call on my phone. And I look and I see that it's Rachel McDaniel FaceTiming me, and I said, "Oh, this is going to be really good." She's FaceTiming me. And I turn it on, and it's not just her, but it's all the girls in the background, and they got the biggest smiles on their face. And I'm like, yeah, what'd you guys, second place? And yeah, school history. And so it was a great moment. And I got off the phone and I thought, man, that was awesome. They actually thought about calling me, FaceTiming me, and doing that. And that was awesome, girls. So thank you for that. You didn't have to do that. And I greatly appreciate it. It made my day for sure. Okay, moving on to cross country. So Coach Boyd's going to come up and talk about our season. She asked me to move the microphone down for her. She didn't ask me to tell you I was going to do that.
I don't mind that he pointed it out because it's usually me and it's like, it's more awkward, so thank you for moving the mic down. Good evening, everyone. And I will say, we probably run more than we talk, so I do hope that I give you all the service and appreciation for that you get this for this season, but I will say I'm probably the shortest speaker up here today. Besides Dr. Nix, I guess, who avoids talking. But what incredible season it's been for our boys and girls cross country teams. We've seen growth, grit, laughter, and a whole lot of heart this year. Every athlete here has something to be proud of, whether it was setting a personal best, supporting a teammate, or pushing through a tough race when it would have been easier to stop. Before I get ahead of myself, I would like to begin with some very important thank yous. To the parents, thank you for the early morning drop-offs, the late evening pickups, the miles driven to meets, the laundry that never seems to end, and the constant cheering, whether we finished first or last. Your support makes everything we do possible. To our athletic director, Dr. Nix, thank you for your leadership, your guidance, and your willingness to support our program. Whether it was scheduling buses, rearranging meet dates, or just checking in to make sure we had what we needed, you helped keep our season running smoothly. To John, JV, and Emery, thank you for your patience, encouragement, and love. Thank you for understanding the long practices, the weekends spent at meets, and for being my biggest supporters behind the scenes. I couldn't do this without you. That was my kids' favorite part of the speech, and they asked me if I was done after I said that. To the local media, thank you for covering our athletes, highlighting their accomplishments, and helping tell our story. Your support and recognition brings pride to our community. And finally, thank you to the many others who contributed to our season, volunteers, school staff, and fans who showed up to cheer in the heat, early mornings, windy days, and everything in between. Now on to the main reason we're all here, this great team. This season we have 12 boys and 5 girls, a young but mighty group. From day one they showed persistence. Cross country is not an easy sport. It demands discipline, grit, and the willingness to push through discomfort when everything in your body is telling you to stop. These athletes showed up day after day, even when it was hot, and we thought the cool weather was coming, and then it was hot, and we thought the cool weather was coming, and then it was hot. When it was raining, when school was stressful, when running felt hard, they laced up their shoes anyway. And some of them learned to untie and tie their shoes every day. That kind of dedication can't be coached, it comes from within. Over the season, I watched tremendous growth, not just in their race times and mileage, although those were impressive, but in character. They learned to support one another, to encourage teammates on tough days, and they each sometimes took a turn on the bike and to celebrate each step forward. I saw confidence emerge. I saw leadership develop. I saw runners who started the season unsure of themselves grow into athletes who knew what they were capable of. To my team, I'm incredibly proud of each of you. Thank you for the laughs, the sweat, and even the moments when you questioned my definition of a good workout. You made the season unforgettable. Most importantly, thank you for showing that success isn't just measured in medals or finish lines. It's measured in growth, character, and heart, and you all proved yourselves on every one of those fronts. Now I'd like to highlight each athlete on our team. As I say your name, please come up to get your letter certificate and remain standing at the front. We'll start with our boys cross country team. This group showed so much improvement over the season. Each of these runners brought something special to the team and a bit of chaos, so in that fashion, I'm calling them up in random order. It was awesome to see his excitement when he hit a season best time, Ashton Dam. Even though he said multiple times long distance isn't his favorite, he stuck with it and added great energy to the team, Simon Fridge. last year, and his progress was great to watch as he continued to come to practice even in the postseason. Noah Mittemeyer. A hardworking athlete who focused on his form and growth this season, his determination really paid off. Adrian Bowman. Just to be sure I'm not missing Gavin Gig. Eagle. This athlete brought a fun, positive attitude to practice every day, which helped lift everyone's spirits, even though we didn't finish the last week of practice with spares. Connor Hill. All right. Just want to double check. I would really hate to miss them. All right. This athlete had to take a bit of a break early in the season, but came back stronger and learned so much through that experience. Andrew Cruz. Although I'm hoping he will break out of his shell a little bit more and not be quiet and reserved, he was incredibly driven again this season and very competitive. Finn McLaurin. Another hardworking and always a good sport, a great teammate to have, Zachary Ritter. A senior leader who has grown tremendously over the past 4 years, his leadership helped shape the team's culture this season, Gavin Zerwin. Another hardworking runner as well as a strong leader who set the tone for the team. He set high goals at the beginning of the season, rose to any challenge, and had a season PR of 17:32. Garrett Gallup. And I can't forget to mention a fun highlight of the season, the Dairy Queen run. These brave runners made the trek from the high school to Dairy Queen by way of the Limekiln Road. Adrian, Garrett, Connor, Ben, Andrew, Gavin Zerwig, Simon, and Noah. That says a lot about this team's sense of adventure and camaraderie to keep that tradition going. Now on to Chris. I hope the chatter is that everyone's so impressed about running the Dairy Queen. All right, we will move on to our girls cross country team, but you have to stay standing up here. All right, this group also showed incredible perseverance and growth. We are missing a couple tonight, but I'm proud of the ones who are here. She had a season-ending injury, but stayed such a great support of her teammates, Haley Davis. This athlete grew tremendously as a runner this season, and it is exciting to think about what the next few years will bring. Rhea Meyer. This was her strongest season yet, and she continues to grow in her racing abilities and confidence. She qualified for state for the 3rd year in a row, and had a season PR of 20:34. Lori Farmer. All right, we have some big awards here. No peeking. Most improved for our girls team. This athlete made tremendous improvement over the season. She faced a bit of a tough start to her season with hip pain at the beginning of the season and then was very nervous for her first race. She raced about 26 minutes for that first race and was able to bring her time down to 22 minutes flat at districts. Congratulations to Rhea Meyer. Most improved for our boys team. We had several runners improve this season across the board, but along with improving their times, these two stood out for their growth and determination this year. Our first athlete receiving this award improved his season PR by nearly 2 minutes and is such a great teammate. Congratulations to Zachary Ritter. The second athlete for the boys team receiving this award showed dedication to improving his running form. He took time to do the small things like rolling and stretching seriously to stay healthy, and he improved his season PR by 2 minutes. Congratulations to Adrian Bowman. Our next award is Runner of the Year for our girls. The athlete receiving this award chipped away at her race times all season. She continues to build more race confidence each year too. I can see the way she transformed from a wide-eyed ball of nerves on the start line to a strong and confident competitor. I could truly see a big growth through her final race of the season this year. She not only qualified for the state championship meet, she raced better than ever. She started really well and moved up throughout the entirety of the race, which is especially difficult at the state course, to finish in an outstanding 34th place. Congratulations to Lori Kaufman. Next award is our Runner of the Year for our boys team. This athlete was new to the cross country team, but he came with a determined mindset. I tried to keep his mileage build up slow to prevent injury, but he was ready to run. On one of our long run days earlier in the season, I talked to him about running about 5 or 6 miles. He kept going with the other guys, and went ahead and ran 8. This is just one example of how he pushes himself to be his best. He had a great race at the district meet, placing 27th, and he gained valuable experience in the state championships. Congratulations to Garrett Gallagher. And finally, our Heart of a Dragon Award. This award represents determination, a positive attitude, and a fighting spirit. When I worked with him his freshman year, it was a bit difficult to understand, but after many practices, where he may or may not have agreed with the workout plan, but followed through with it anyway, many extra miles on his own, several post-race chats, good, bad, and ugly ones, including one after the district meet, and a trip to the state meet, even though it was not how he imagined it would be. He has shown himself to be dedicated, hardworking, and an encouraging teammate. He goes to an athlete who has helped create a strong team atmosphere, show consistent effort, and grown so much over the last 4 years. This year's recipient of the Heart of the Dragon Award is Gavin Zerby. To all of our runners, thank you for your hard work, dedication, and the joy you brought to this season. You represented our school and team with pride. And I'm not very good at ad-libbing, but I have to say that every time I bring my kids to practice, it just brings me so much joy to watch the way you all interact with them. So thank you for that as well. And congratulations on a great season. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. A final round of applause for our boys and girls cross country team.
All right, great job to our cross-country team. Did you guys hear her say they run to Dairy Queen? Tiger just driving to Dairy Queen sometimes. You guys eat ice cream when you get there? Do you at least get like a, okay. I've known for years that they do that, but I'm still dumbfounded. I'm like, from here to there? All right. Last but definitely not least, we have our volleyball program, and we're actually going to start with our freshman season and our freshman coach. We actually have, as I mentioned, Coach Drum is our volunteer coach, but we have Coach Megan, who's officially our freshman coach, and then Coach Barnes, who's officially our JV, and then Carla, who is our Coach Bosler, who is our varsity coach. So we're going to go in that order. We're just going to start with freshmen and work our way up. So, Coach Williams, come on up.
Good evening. I'd like to first start off with some thank yous as well. First, thank you to you all for taking the time to come celebrate all these amazing athletes. A big thank you to our parents for all your support this season, for sharing your daughters with us. They're all such incredible young ladies, and we love them so much. And just everything you guys do to help support our program and help us be successful, we appreciate it. Thank you to our administration, Dr. Boyd and Mr. Schnabel, for all your long hours and hard work you put in and your unwavering support of our program. Thank you, Dr. Nix, and all your hard work. It makes our lives so much easier, and we appreciate all you do for our program. That is too much to name, but it is also appreciated. We could not do what we do without you. Thank you to my fellow coaches, Coach Bosler, Coach Drum, and Coach Barnes for everything you did for me this season. I appreciate each of you and your guidance, and it is so much fun coaching with each of you and being around you. It is also pretty neat to get to coach alongside my sister, and I'm so thankful to get the opportunity to do that. Lastly, thank you to my girls for all your hard work this season. It's been such a blessing getting to coach each of you, and you made my job so much fun. This season, I truly think I laughed more than any other season since I began coaching, and I have you guys to thank for that. You are truly the funniest, goofiest, maybe weirdest, but in the best way, and most kind-hearted group of girls I've had the honor to coach and be around, and I love each of you more than you know. Thank you for your hard work and dedication each day to get better. I'm so proud of each of you and how much you grew over the season, and I am so thankful to have gotten the opportunity to coach each of you. So now to recognize our 2025 freshman team, as I call your name, please come up to the front and receive your certificate. So number 8, right side hitter, Charlotte Meese. Number 13, our middle hitter, Callie Hook. Number 14, our setter, Aubrey Schwinn. And number 17, our middle and outside hitter, Blair Bowman. Number 19, our libero, Aubrey Worley. Number 22, our other middle and outside hitter, Morgan Lynn. Number 23, our other setter, Mabry Jokers. Number 26, right side hitter, Malia Bates. Number 27, outside hitter, Peyton Wybrick. Number 34, middle right side hitter, Lydia Brown. And number 35, defensive specialist, Anya Nagger. So as a freshman coach, my job is not necessarily to only focus on just winning, but also to help develop and sharpen the skills of each player to help prepare them for the next level, whether that be the JV level or the varsity level, and to help them grow as young women off the court as well. I can confidently say that because of their dedication and hard work of each player, we saw tremendous growth not only in their skills, but also in their confidence from the very first game to our last game, and we found lots of success as well. We finished the season 14-3 because of these girls and the fact that each girl gave me their all every single day at practice and games, and as a coach, that is all you could ask for. To say that I'm going to miss them is an understatement. They are such a fantastic group of young ladies who are extremely goofy, but know when it is time to be serious and are so passionate about the game of volleyball. Not only that, they are so kind and truly embody what being a good teammate is and what Dragon Volleyball represents, and to me, that's what's most important. I am so proud of each of you for your growth this season, and I'm so excited to continue cheering you on next season. Thank you again, ladies, for such a fun season and for all the laughs.
Started the evening out with some thank yous as well. So thank you guys all for coming to help us recognize these awesome kiddos. I'm so thankful to have been given the opportunity to have been your guys' coach this season, and just thank you guys so much for all you do every day and how hard you work in the gym. You're so dedicated, and it's just such a positive atmosphere to be around, and it's just such a joy to be able to coach you guys. I also want to say thank you to Coach Bosler, Coach Williams, Coach Drum for all you guys do in helping me grow as a coach. Thank you guys so much. Thank you as well to our amazing administration. They do a phenomenal job helping out our program. We could just never say thank you enough. And then lastly, parents, thank you guys so much for trusting us with your kids and just letting us have the opportunity to help them grow as athletes, but also as young women as well. They are truly such an amazing group of kiddos. Thank you so much. And now I would like to recognize the 2025 junior varsity team. So we're starting out first with number 6, setter/outside hitter, Hallie Wisher. Number 9, setter/middle hitter, Taylor Beckham. Number 13, middle hitter, Callie Huck. Number 14, setter, Aubrey Schwint. Number 15, outside hitter, Chloe Wiener. Number 17, outside hitter, Blair Bowman. Number 18, defensive specialist, Becca Palmer. Number 19, defensive specialist, Aubrey Worley. Number 21, libero, Claire Giesler. Number 29, right side hitter, Paige Swent. Number 31, defensive specialist, Maya Vladi. And number 34, middle hitter, Lydia Brown. So again, just thank you girls so much for all that you guys just did this season and how hard you guys worked. But most importantly, I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to have been your guys' coach. We went 18-10 this past season, and it was a phenomenal, awesome season to be a part of. We had lots of crazy, amazing games. We finished second at the Central JV tournament, which was probably one of the best finishes we've had. And just super, super excited to see what you guys continue to do. And again, truly so much fun coaching you guys. I cannot wait to see what next season is going to be like. So thank you guys so much.
Good evening and welcome. Again, I'm going to start off with a bunch of thank yous because it's just not possible to have a successful season without the help of so many people. First off, I always like to start by thanking my players. I've had the privilege of coaching you this season, and I cannot thank you enough and applaud you enough for your countless hours that you've dedicated in the weight room and out on the court. Your hard work, determination, commitment to continuous improvement has made coaching a real true joy. Witnessing your growth this season, practice to practice and game to game, has been really rewarding. It probably is one of the seasons with the greatest amount of growth that I've ever witnessed. And it's because of your hard work and commitment to get better every single day that you stepped foot inside the gym. But most importantly, I just thank you so much for being the best people. You have been such a joy to be around, and it makes coaching you easy. So I applaud you for everything that you've done this season. I really appreciate you more than you girls know, and I love you to pieces, okay? I also need to extend my gratitude to my coaching staff. I'm very fortunate to work alongside 3 exceptional former head coaches, and I can confidently say that we have the most knowledgeable and the best coaching staff around. So thank you, Coach Barnes, Coach Williams, and Coach Drums. Words really cannot convey my appreciation for your insight, your support, and most importantly, your friendship. The time and energy that you invest beyond practices and games to prepare our athletes for success is truly remarkable. I am grateful for your dedication to building our program and spending time away from your families, planning team activities, creating meaningful connections with each of our athletes. It is such a joy to see how much all these girls just, how you all just love each other. Like it's such a joy for me to get to witness the connections made between the athletes and coaching staff. Your invaluable contributions really do not go unnoticed, and I'm very grateful for you 3. Special thank you to our managers and some of our injured athletes this year, because they've had to keep our stats on the sideline, and your attention to stats is very crucial to team success. And I'm not so sure you realize that. You allow us to analyze opponents in the moment and make adjustments during timeouts that we need to be able to make. This year, we were also fortunate, so Millie, Vivian, Lucy, and Landon really kept those stats. And then this year, we were super fortunate with Catherine having an injury. She wasn't able to play for us this year, but she provided photos for us on the bench, and just watching you dive into your passion of photography this season was really rewarding. And I know the girls and I really do appreciate all the fun photos that you took, and you got really into all angles. And you find Catherine like standing up on the bench, you know, just trying to get that right picture. And I mean, I just love watching you this season dive into something that you're passionate about. So that was really cool. I'd also like to thank Dr. Nix. Coach McDaniel is absolutely right. He's the best around. But your unwavering support, setting up the gym for home games, and always being there to answer my countless questions, I just really appreciate all your guidance. So thank you very much. To our administrators, Dr. Boyd and Mr. Schnabel, thank you for your steadfast support. To Jess Ballard, thank you for tending to injuries and taping up athletes. We seem to have a lot of taping happening near the end of season. I know our coaching staff also helps with that too. So just thank you for giving our kids the right course of action to get them back on the court quickly. And then to you parents, thank you for raising such amazing daughters. Thank you for trusting the coaching staff with your most precious gifts. We cherish your daughters more than we can express. I feel incredibly fortunate to work with such incredible young women. Your dedication, whether driving to camps, cheering at games, washing uniforms, working concessions, providing delicious meals, is really invaluable. And most importantly, the exceptional character that your daughters are. So thank you. Next, I'd like to acknowledge the media outlets. Michael Boyd from the Herald, we have KTJJ, KFMO, Don Pritchard at Sun-Times News, Matt King with the Daily Journal, for all your coverage this season. Special thanks to our SGHS media class and the DLP crew for managing the video boards at every game. Jason Bowman, we appreciate your hard work behind the scenes, as do the girls. And thank you to Brandon Crump for your assistance with all things huddle related. Thank you to our game day workers. It truly takes a village to make a volleyball match run, and so we had several line judges this year: Aaron Stoll, Eric Jokers, Tessa Grass, Ann Reynolds. We had score table workers: Kelly Sikowski, Aaron Stoll, and Regina McDaniel. Your support makes my job significantly easier, and I'm grateful to have such dedicated individuals in our community. And lastly, I want to acknowledge my own family. This journey is not possible without their unwavering support. To my parents and my father-in-law, I could not coach if they weren't able to help take care of my kids. So, and they always have encouraged me to pursue my passion for coaching, and so without their assistance after school, this wouldn't be possible. To my husband Kyle and my children, Landon and Holden, thank you for allowing me the time to dedicate to coaching. The several sacrifices that you make mean the world to me, and I couldn't do this without their understanding and support. Okay, those are my thank yous. I'm sure I missed somebody, so if I missed you, I'm sorry, but we're really grateful to you. So next up, the coaches and I, we would like to recognize players who we believe embody these 10 behaviors that every athlete can control, that don't necessarily require talent, but they contribute the impact to a team's success, and any athlete can do this. And the 10 behaviors are punctuality, work ethic, effort, positive body language, upbeat energy, a positive attitude, passion, coachability, going the extra mile, and preparation. And the coaches, we have come together to select 3 individuals from the freshman, JV, and varsity team who we felt exemplified these 10 traits each and every day. These athletes had truly shown their coachability. So as we call your name, please come forward to receive your certificate. So our freshman recipients: Lydia Brown, Avery Jokers, Aubrey Schwint, JV recipients: Taylor Beckham, Becca Palmer, and Aubrey Worley. Varsity recipients, Hallie Gedd, Molly Grass, and Chloe Wiener. Thank you, girls, for showing up each and every day with a tremendous work ethic. I can't wait to continue to work with each of you in the future. You guys can return to your seats. Now I'd like to invite the girls up to receive their varsity letter. As I call your name, please come forward. The 2025 varsity letter winners, managers Lucy Wildhaber and Lily Huffman. Our freshman, number 12, middle hitter, Molly Grass. Number 17, outside hitter, Blair Bowman. Number 19, defensive specialist, Aubrey Worley. Number 21, defensive specialist, Claire Giesler. Number 22, middle hitter and right side hitter, Morgan Winch. Number 24, setter and right side hitter, MJ. Number 28, setter and right side hitter, Allie Gedd. Sophomore, number 2, libero, Lila Nix. Number 9, setter and middle hitter, Taylor Beckham. Number 10, middle hitter, Aaliyah Filer. Juniors, number 1, outside hitter, Emmy Brown. Number 7, setter and defensive specialist, Lucy Gedd. Number 15, a utility player for us, Chloe Wiener. And number 33, injured, but our photographer, Catherine Herzog. Senior, number 5, outside hitter, Emma Geck. And number 11, would have been a setter, but injury, Vivian Keeper. Now I would like to talk a little bit about our season. So throughout the season, the coaching staff really had one word that we felt the players truly embodied, and that was resilience. Being resilient means being strong and able to bounce back from tough times. When things don't go as planned or challenges arise, a resilient person keeps trying, learns from the experience, and doesn't give up. The 2025 volleyball team truly embodies this quality. We started the season slowly. Our first outing was a summer scrimmage at Farmington, where we played several sets and experimented with different lineups, initial step in building our season's puzzle. It probably wasn't the prettiest volleyball you ever witnessed. I'm gonna be honest. We, I think, lost each set maybe by over 10 or more points, which in a volleyball match is not close. Okay, I have a point here that, like, this will get better, I promise. And for many, this would have been disheartening, especially given the competitiveness, knowing what our tough conference is. However, when these girls stepped onto the court for practice, they just worked harder. They poured their hearts into the game. Anything we asked them to do, they did it. They did it with pride, they did it with hustle, they did it with heart, and they focused on continually getting better. I think it was shortly after that scrimmage, I could be wrong on timeline here, we faced our first setback. We had a great hustle play that turned into injury. That was season ending for one of our seniors, who has been a true leader, the most positive person, and who probably would have set for us this season. And losing your setter early on is a tough loss. They're kind of like the quarterback of volleyball. And so that's kind of a big deal. But what was really inspiring from Viv's injury was seeing Viv's strength and grace during this challenging time. It was inspiring for both me, her coaches, and her teammates. When we pulled the girls and told her that Viv's injury was going to be season ending, they were of course devastated. But we emphasized how important it would be to play like Viv, because she just plays the game right. Okay, she plays with heart, hustle. She's a great teammate. She's everything that a coach asks for in a player. She truly represents what Dragon Volleyball is supposed to be about. And she didn't let this slow her down. She was still the best teammate, the most positive person during this difficult time. And despite this adversity, the team continued to push forward, displaying resilience, practicing and playing with heart and intensity, playing just like Viv. Now, as a coaching staff, we had recognized pretty early on through several of our practices the potential this team had, provided if they could remain committed and undeterred. We continually reminded the girls to trust the process, which can kind of be a frustrating phrase, I'm sure, that because you kind of just want to be good now rather than have to trust the process. Focusing really where we wanted to be by October. That was truly the goal. We wanted to be where we needed to by the time conference play started in mid-October. The season brought forth tough losses, and a few of them kind of stand out to me as pivotal moments. One was our heartbreaking loss to St. Vincent during the regular season, and I'm sure you girls remember it. It was a tough 5-setter that we all know we were up and we couldn't find a way to win. But we took lessons from that game. We played that game to try to not lose instead of playing to win. And we talked about what that difference meant. And I know every single one of them can tell you that because we preached about it in every timeout, that don't you dare play not to lose. You play to win. And that means you play fearlessly. You go up and you swing big because there ain't nobody better. And I truly believe that in every opponent we played, there was nobody better to step out onto the floor than these ladies. They just needed time to click and gel. And I'll say that St. Vincent game, that loss, taught us valuable lessons. When we arrived at practice the next day, that's when I knew how resilient this group was. Because they entered the gym eager to improve. They weren't pouting, they weren't huffy, they actually had smiles on their faces, which was really refreshing. And they hadn't come in feeling defeated. Had they, I doubt we would have finished the season as strongly as we did. During the conference tournament, we were seeded 6th, which was the correct seed to give us based on how we had competed earlier this season. It is always a goal at the beginning of the season to compete in the gold bracket in the conference tournament and to get as far as you can. But you have to get at least, you have to win that first day. You can't lose. You got 2 matches and you got to win them both. And we were going to need to beat the 3rd seed Farmington, who whomped on us pretty good at the beginning of the summer. They did. It just is what it is. Well, that's the word I used, right? Yeah, that was my word choice. Okay. And 2, maybe 3 weeks prior to that, we had lost to them 3-0 in a best-of-5 scenario. Okay? It was closer than how we had played them in the summer. But they continually, this group, every day we stepped out onto the gym, pushed each other. They wanted to get better. They worked hard. And when it came time to play Farmington in the semifinals, we defeated them. 2-0. Showcasing just how far we had come since the beginning of season, and proving to ourselves just how much we had grown since that first summer scrimmage. This is the moment where I said we needed to be clicking, and it seemed like that's just what was happening. We then get to face Valley, our crosstown rivals, in the semifinals. It was an exciting battle, and I couldn't have been prouder to coach you girls. And I know we came up short, but I loved watching you play fearlessly. You played to win. And I knew that that experience, even though we didn't get the outcome we wanted, it would serve us well heading into district playoffs. We were clicking just at the right time. But yet again, we were faced with another challenge. Aaliyah, our starting middle, you can see her, she's got a beautiful pink cast sitting on her head. 2 days before we're supposed to play opening round of districts, doing just normal stuff, she breaks her finger, requires surgery. She's out. And although we ultimately fell short against a strong Potosi team in district championship play, we played with tremendous heart, hustle, fearlessness, qualities that every coach hopes to see in their team. My wish was for the girls to play in a way that made them proud, holding their heads high regardless of the outcome, and they achieved just that. I am so immensely proud of you, of your hard work, your growth, your resilience throughout the entire season. We ended our season 19-12-1, and it was one of the most fun seasons I've ever had, so thank you. Okay, I am going to now talk about our 2025 medal and award recipients. So we're going to go through medals first. So these are just based on season stats. So when you hear your name with your stat, you're going to receive your medal from one of the coaches. Okay. Most digs this year with 439. Emma Gegg. Best serve receive rating, and this is on a scale of 0 to 3, was a 2.17, and we always strive to be a 2 or better, so this is a really good one. Goes to Miss Emma Gegg. Best serving percentage with a 96.4%, Emma Jokers. Most aces this season ended in a tie with 47, and this goes to both Emmy Brown and Lila Nix. Total blocks, and I don't know if you know this, but when we had our conference meeting, this person was leading our entire large school conference in total blocks. She ended her season with 71. I suspect she probably would have ended with more had her season not ended due to an injury. But 71 total blocks for Miss Aaliyah Filer. Highest kill percentage with a 35.8%, Aaliyah Filer. Best hitting percentage with a 217. Aaliyah Filer. Most kills with 340, Emma Gegg. And most assists with 464, Emma Jokers. Our large school all-conference winners were Emma Gegg and Aaliyah Filer. First team all-district, Emma Gegg and Aaliyah Filer. Second team all-district, Emmy Brown and Lila Nix. And then this year, one of our athletes hit a milestone of reaching their 1,000th dig this season. But on top of that, I had to wait till the very last game to get a final number, but this person is now our new career dig leader for the entire volleyball. All right? Yep. Okay. With 1,000 1,040 total career digs, our new career dig leader, Emma Gay. Okay, this first award the players had voted on. It is our Heart and Hustle Award. You've heard me use this phrase countless times already tonight because it's something that we try to embody as we play. It is a phrase that we use to signify that no other team is going to outwork us or play with greater intensity and passion for the game. This is truly the ultimate team player award. When we step onto the court embodying these qualities, we can hold our head high regardless of the match's outcome. To earn this award, one must consistently give 110% at both practices and during games. In challenging moments, this is the person who lifts everyone's spirits, the ultimate positive teammate. They are the ones who repeatedly sacrifice their bodies to turn seemingly impossible plays into reality. This year we have 2 recipients of the Heart and Hustle Award, and to me it makes complete sense because these were the 2 individuals when things were tough, we needed their leadership out on the court, their talking, and they really just led with all their heart all season long. And so I am pleased to announce that there are co-recipients to this award this year, Miss Emmy Brown and Emma Gay. Most Improved Player Award was also voted on by the athletes. It's given to the athlete who has shown the most growth throughout the season, starting from day 1 of off-season conditioning and continuing to the season's end. To earn this recognition, an individual must demonstrate a strong work ethic, a commitment to improvement, unwavering dedication. And as a team, we really made significant strides. All right, there had to be a lot of improvement that happened to go from that team that, I'm going to use that word again, that got whomped on by Farmington at the beginning of the season to go ahead and defeat them later on. And so lots of improvement had to be made. And we found our consistency, we found our groove, improving together, okay, showcasing that several players had remarkable growth. However, one individual's commitment to sitting with the coaching staff during every resting point, during every game, to learn how to become quicker and stronger so they could be the best blocker so that they could then take over and be the starting middle when we have to run a new lineup, really caught the attention of both her teammates and coaches. So congratulations, Molly Grass. I do have a new award this year. It was voted on by the coaching staff. It is the Spirit of the Game Award. It recognizes a player who embodies the ideals of respect, fairness, and integrity both on and off the court. This athlete approaches every competition with a positive attitude, emphasizing teamwork and collaboration. They treat opponents and all teammates with dignity and foster camaraderie among teammates. They create an inclusive atmosphere where every teammate feels valued and supported, encouraging open communication that fosters trust. Ooh, can't speak. This year's recipient exemplifies the spirit of the game, demonstrating remarkable resilience despite a challenging season due to injury. She remained a beacon of strength and positivity for her teammates, celebrating their efforts even when she's unable to compete. Her unwavering commitment to fair play and integrity shined through as she inspired her peers, fostering teamwork both on and off the court. Maintaining a positive outlook, she encouraged her teammates during tough moments and celebrated their achievements. Her inclusivity ensured that every player felt valued, and her leadership reminded everyone that the essence of the game transcends wins and losses. It's about resilience, passion, and uplifting one another. I am proud to announce that this year's recipient of the Spirit of the Game Award goes to Vivian Keeper. You truly have been an inspiration this season of what it means to be a teammate. The last award was voted on by the players. It is the Most Valuable Player Award. And I explained to the girls that this is someone whose presence can truly transform a season. And while every individual on our team is invaluable, one player stood out, highlighting her significant impact. This athlete has been a sixth position starter for the past 3 years, and her leadership has been crucial to the team's success. She leads by example, pouring her heart into every practice and game, leaving a lasting impression on her teammates about what it means to be a true leader and how to support younger classmen. This season, she led the team in kills, digs, and serve-receive rating, proving her valuable offensively and defensively. Her achievements include earning All-Conference and First Team All-District, being named KFMO Player of the Game, and receiving SGHS Athlete of the Week recognition twice. She also celebrated her 1,000th dig this season, breaking the career dig record with a total of 1,040 digs as a St. Gen volleyball player. Replacing her next season will be a significant challenge, as she has shown everyone how to play with heart and dedication. While we will undoubtedly miss her on the court, I will miss her leadership, passion, drive, work ethic, kindness, and integrity even more. I am proud to announce for the second year in a row the 2025 Volleyball MVP, Emma Gett. And I do like to recognize our athletes who have committed themselves to our program for the last 4 years. So this is the Loyal and True Award. It is dedicated to our senior athletes who have given their last 4 years to our program. Out of the 15 athletes who joined us as freshmen, 3 seniors have consistently shown their commitment by putting in countless hours in the weight room, attending summer camps, participating in practices and games. Being a part of this program requires a significant time commitment, and we want to express our gratitude for your outstanding leadership and exceptional teamwork. You have left a lasting mark and legacy on the St. Gen volleyball program, and we thank you, seniors. Thank you, Millie Huffman, Emma Geggs, and Vivian Keeper. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and we will miss you next season. Thanks for all the great memories. And then I would like to end my remarks again this year with one of my favorite quotes from Coach Pope. If you still think this whole deal is about a scoreboard or trophies, you're really missing out on something special. And so I had asked the girls to send me some of their favorite memories from this season, and most of them have nothing to do with playing the game of volleyball. Okay? So we, every summer, go to Jeff City and scrimmage and then stay the night in a hotel. And several of them quoted the hotel room bonding. We painted pottery. We had froyo. Apparently they unleashed their inner Usain Bolts. So it sounds like the hotel probably wasn't happy with us. It sounds like you were running in the hallways. Okay. There may or may not have been some racing to Taco Bell where Williams' car beat Barnes' car there is totally won, and there was no driving down the wrong way street or anything like that. And my car maybe went to the wrong Taco Bell, like, okay, we tried. If you've ever had the opportunity to sit and listen to the sisters and their squabbling with each other, it's quite a delight. They're quite fun to sit between during in the games, and they're a hoot. If you've ever had the pleasure of sitting next to Coach Drum on the bench, then you get a lot of Coach Drumisms, is what we call them. He comes up with some funny stuff, and we can't help ourselves but to laugh. We've learned a lot. The parents, you've been a lot of fun this year. It has been such a joy to see you so happy, to see all kids have success. My favorite, and I know their favorite, is the echo of the ace clap. Hey. And you never know when it's going to end. It's a hoot. Like, really, love it. Don't you girls love that? I'm like, gosh, when are they going to stop? Okay. They love going to Mexican. That sounds like every volleyball team I've ever coached. Like, can we go to Mexican? Can we have Mexican? But going to Mexican before scouting North County for districts. Molly, Lila, they enjoy your clumsiness, as do I. We had a lot of 6-7 moments. A lot. Hey, look at the scoreboard. 6-7, right? A lot. We have 6-7 handshakes. I mean, it's 6-7 every day in the gym, for sure. We have other special handshakes, like could you go find your 10th partner? I bet. I think every girl said that they love getting ready in Barnes' room before games. One of my favorites, and if you get a chance to watch this video, I'm sure it's still floating out there, but Emma Gegg and Lila do have a voice audition. And it is good. There are just a lot of MJ and Lila funny moments at practice that make us all giggle. Allie ripping her shoes on like day 1 of volleyball, having to go get new shoes because we were playing in Jeff City like in 10 minutes and she doesn't have shoes to wear. That was a good one. Molly, you're diving. Jeannie, I know, you're on here a lot. But they wanted to make sure that everybody knows that you fall at some point during every practice or game. This is the klutziest human I've ever met. Aaliyah swinging and missing playing defense. I didn't write that one, not mine. This one, they have a specific pregame song that they listen to. And if you know, you know, and I don't know. And they would dance and sing it together. So, yeah, if you know, you know, and try not to. The pregame huddle on the court after high-fiving, they all talk and just crack jokes and get excited for the game. This one melted my heart when I read it because it's how I feel. Just watching our team grow and improve as the season went on, like that's a special memory. Beating Farmington in 2 sets and running on the court to celebrate that together. Celebrating Emma's 1000th dig. Celebrating, this is one of my favorite things. This is when you know that your team likes each other. It's not going to sound like it, but it's when you know. When your buddy out on the court makes a big play, they save a dive, they have an ace kill, they get a big kill, they get a huge block, and then you see somebody fly from the backcourt up to the front row and just shove them as hard as they can. And that's true love. Like that is, you are proud. That's one of my favorites. If there's not a lot of aggressive shoving, we're doing something wrong. The bond with their big and little sisters, all the team meals, and one of my favorites, getting to watch Vivian serve during senior night. I'm sure there are several more, and plenty that I'm missing. But I just want to say, girls, that I cherish all the memories that we've created. And I hope you realize the importance of being part of a team and the beauty of working together to achieve our goals. I look forward to reaching more of our goals together next season. I thank you once again. I love you all, and I am beyond blessed to have coached each and every one of you this season. Thank you.
Great things. I'm not as big of a fan as the continual. Stop it. One time. Vivian got to serve because I didn't want anybody to see me. I had a little bit of fear going on. And by the way, that scrimmage against Farmington that you saw in the beginning of the season, I was there. It was terrible. I was thinking, oh my God, who are we going to there? Who are we going to meet? I don't know what we're going to meet. We're going to get whopped a lot. But 19 wins later, they had a fantastic season and a lot to be proud of and look forward to in the future as well. So, with that being said, just a few things, and then we'll head out for the evening. But I want to, first of all, tell anybody who was an award winner tonight. So if you were all conference, all district, that kind of stuff, but also if you got a plaque or a medal for something tonight, I need you to stick around. I'll take your picture out in front of the trophy case here in the commons, okay? So don't take off, don't forget. I'll take you one group at a time. And then I need to do our 50-50 drawing and our banner drawing, and then that's it for the evening. All right, 50-50. for a total of $63. Pretty good 50-50 for me. All right. If I call your name, if I call your ticket number, I should say. If I call your ticket number, just bring it up and I'll give you your $60. Bring your ticket with you though. Oh no. That is really faint. 729607. 729607. All right, we got Mr. Brown. Congratulations. Grab that before you let out. All right, the banners. We'll go in order of how we went this evening. All right, if I draw your name, just grab the banner on your way out. But don't call your name, don't grab the banner on your way out. Well, you guys get to fight over it because it just says wiener. You guys can take turns putting it in one's bedroom and then the other. All right, boys cross country. Simon Fritsch. The girls cross country won't be tough. I think there's like 40 in here. Haley Davis. And last but not least, volleyball. On your way home, watch the deer. They're really bad this time of year. Ask my son. He's in 2 weeks. Claire Giesler. Everybody have a great evening. Thank you.